Welcome, Gunrunner.
Hey everybody, Q&A the Retroload here, and I'm back with another modern retro video. And this time we're going to be looking at the Arcade Game Series from Namco. And basically this is a set of 3 titles. They were also available separately, so you could get them separately or in one pack, so to speak. Although when you get them in one pack, you still got separate downloads for each one. But I'm going to review them together because they were advertised for quite a long time, probably still are, as the Namco Arcade Game Series, as you can see. And this is the first game of the 3, so we'll look at them all in turn. And this is Dig Dug. So as you can see, let's press A button. Okay, this is the Xbox One version I'm looking at. It is available on different formats though. So press Start Game. And there we go. So it goes into a screen like this. Almost looks like it's a tablet or something on the screen. Some nice graphics down the side. And we've got settings. So let's go to display. So we can adjust the screen size. Why you'd want to do that, I don't know. So you can stretch it out if you really, really want to. You can zoom it in and zoom it out. You can change the background. You can see some quite funky one, that one. A bit in your face though, isn't it? Rotate screen. Why you'd want to do that, I don't know. Or just go to the default settings. And left trigger and right trigger takes the scan lines on or off. You can have more or less, so you can put absolutely loads on if you so wish. Although I don't like fake scan lines, I've never seen the point in it. So there we go. Controls, you can check the controls if you want, but for Dig Dug they're not really needed. Why is it flicking through those like that? Oh, probably because I've got to use the D-pad rather than the analog stick. So select round, starting lives. There we go, extra lives. You can turn that on or off. The version, self-test screen, rise scores, etc. Got sound. And then we go. I don't think we need to know how to play, but it tells you how to play Dig Dug if you don't know how to play it. I have to say, Dig Dug is one of my favourite arcade classics. I absolutely love Dig Dug. So let's play a bit of Dig Dug then. Of course, that classic sound. He'll try and do one now. Usually he does anyway. See, the last one always tries to escape. Come on then. Make it easier for me, why not? Come on, Figar. No good blowing fire nowhere near me, is it, mate? I could just play this game for ages because I love Dig Dug so much. And the sound, I just love the sounds on Dig Dug. Absolutely brilliant. And there we go. I could just play this for ages, but you don't want to see me play Dig Dug for ages. I've looked at Dig Dug on the channel in its own right before. Cheeky bum there. But we will have a look at the next game on this set now. So, as you can see, the next game is Galaga. The choices of the three won't surprise you at all. There's nothing obscure here. They're all obvious choices, and you've probably already worked out what the third game is going to be out of the three. So wait and see if you're right. It's taken a while to sync again. So yeah, we've got Galaga. If it finishes doing this, finally. And we have, again, so we can choose select account. There we go, it goes into the game. Again, we've got options, all the same things as before, pretty much. So we've got our different display options in terms of adjusting the screen, changing the scan lines, and changing the backgrounds. Again, there's one that's a little bit less offensive, one that's really in your face like that one. We'll go for that one this time, shall we? Back. There we go. I've started on stage 9 for some reason. I'm not sure why I've done that. I didn't mean to do that at all. So it started off really hard. But there we go. Oh, God. I'm probably going to die instantly here. Maybe I'll die instantly so I can start all over again. But we know what Galaga's all about, I think. You know, of course, it's the sequel to Galaxian. That added a sort of scrolling effect to the background. And actual attack waves, as opposed to just a screen of fixed enemies. And of course, these tractor beams was another thing that it added. Enemies that require multiple hits, bonus stages, lots of things it added, and it's credited obviously as being one of the very first vertically scrolling shoot 'em up. So it wasn't actually the first. The first is I think some people credit Mooncrester, and Ozma Wars by SNK is another one that's often credited. In fact, the designer of Galaga said he was inspired by both Mooncrester and Ozma Wars to make Galaga. I've just got an achievement, which is quite funny. I haven't played this in ages. This is one of the first things I downloaded to my Xbox One, actually, when I got it, because these was one of the first sets of retro games that they made available, was this Namco Arcade Game Series. So there we go, that's Galaga. I think we all know about Galaga, so we'll look at the last, third and final game in the Namco Arcade Series. Yeah, you guessed it, of course it's Pac-Man. It was always going to be Pac-Man one. I suppose it could have been Ms. Pac-Man, but no, Namco don't usually do Ms. Pac-Man because there's a lot of arguing over the rights to Ms. Pac-Man. Because Namco didn't create Ms. Pac-Man, it was actually created by GCC and Midway. And it wasn't until quite recently that the rights issue was settled, because every time Namco included anything, they had to pay royalties on it because they didn't create the game, although it was their IP. Obviously, Pac-Man is their IP, but yeah, it was always going to be obvious, wasn't it, really, that it was going to be Pac-Man. So let's start that. And again, it all works in the same way. We have the same settings in terms of the how to play, the leaderboards, credits. So we've got all the same thing again. We'll go into that just so you can see. Display settings. So we'll see the different backgrounds. So there's two different backgrounds. See one with the ghost. So actually, I think I prefer the louder one in this case, actually. And there we go. I'm not very good at Pac-Man. I think I've mentioned that before. Although I absolutely love playing it. I've always loved Pac-Man. I've never actually been very good at it. I'm actually a lot better at Pac-Mania, funnily enough. I've always been pretty good at Pac-Mania, which I do prefer. Pac-Mania I do prefer to regular Pac-Man. But, you know, everyone knows what Pac-Man's about. It's not a game I really need to explain to anybody, is it? Whoa. Oh, bum. Blinky got me. Oh, that was good timing by me there, wasn't it? But yeah, it's Pac-Man. I still suck at it, to be honest. I've never been that good at Pac-Man, but there we go. I did that level. But yeah, that's it really. I'll switch to this screen just to finish off the video. So say set of 3 games. You get Dig Dug, you get Galaga, and you get Pac-Man. They're obviously all the arcade versions emulated, but with some extra little features added, obviously like these backgrounds and display effects and stuff. Yeah, good versions of the games. I bought them in the sale. Like I do a lot of stuff, because there's a lot of people say if you wait long enough, everything seems to go into the sale. And I think I got the whole lot for, I think it was £6 or £7. It's hard to remember now because it was so long ago I downloaded them. They certainly picked up pretty cheaply. Obviously, there's tons of things though with Pac-Man, Galaga, and Dig Dug on. They're probably 3 of the easiest games to find on various retro compilations. And of course, Pac-Man is of course on the Pac-Man game collection as well, which I'll look at the channel at some point. But I just wanted to cover this one off mainly because it's one of the oldest, say, collections I own on Xbox One. But there are some Xbox 360 ones that are Xbox One compatible. I might have to look at those in this series as well. But I hope you enjoyed this look at the Namco Arcade Game Series. I've been the Lad. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again for another video very soon. Bye bye.